Good afternoon, traders. Good afternoon. I hope you're well and I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon so far. Welcome to MGR Forex Trading, and today we'll be breaking down a couple of trade opportunities that we couldn't find ourselves trading at the moment right now live for you, and we'll be getting that done, and let's get right into it. So right now what I have on my chart, I have AUD/USD. AUD/USD is one of the pairs that we find ourselves trading quite significantly here at MGR Forex Trading. We do quite a bit of this, and apart from that there's many more as well, many more asset pairs that we find ourselves trading. But for now, let's have a look at AUD/USD. It's been exceptionally choppy at the moment, and yeah, let's go ahead, let's see what we have on offer on the platter. At the moment I don't see any trading opportunities at this current point in time. Perhaps it would be in the future, but at the moment there is nothing. Apart from that, let's perhaps shift to perhaps a different asset pair. GBP/USD. I think this perhaps might be a little bit better. But likewise, we are not seeing exactly what we want to find ourselves seeing. So looking at this chart, I don't see any lows being created since an hour ago. There was a high. We failed to take out this high, and sadly as well, we have failed to go ahead and take out the low. So we are also currently finding ourselves in this area over here. Yeah, we kind of worked it out over there, but nothing really, no real opportunity. On GU, perhaps if we try EUR/USD, it might be a bit better. Unfortunately, I don't see any opportunity over here besides one, which would have been this high that was created over there. Another high over here. Going back an hour before, 4 p.m. we're looking at around 3. There was a high here as well. This was the only high we really found ourselves retracing into, to effectively say tapping that high. And upon the tap in of the high, a lovely fair value gap being created to the downside, and a nice sell opportunity that occurred right over here. Stop loss below the high that was taken out. That is one way to trade, one way of doing it. And let's have a look at what the overall market is actually doing. Is the dollar strong or weak at the moment? Is it strong? Is it perhaps a little bit weaker? Let's see what we have on offer. And it is strengthening. It has been gaining, or it has really found itself being, well, in comparison to where it used to be, it is somewhat of a strengthening. It's not exactly the best price action, not exactly the best place where it can be. I can only imagine that gold is exceptionally bearish at the moment, but overall the market structure on gold is bullish. The value of it is exceptionally bullish. So yeah, yes, we somewhat seen a bit of a downturn, but I mean our all-time high was sitting at around 5,400, and we only about, we lost 300 odd, literally 300 points in terms of value on gold. So it's not exactly the worst particular downturn or devaluation, but it certainly is something to be mindful of. And I mean, aside from that, it still is respecting market structure if we have a look at it, but yeah, that is what we have there with gold. And yeah, I think we could confidently say that we certainly are finding ourselves respecting structure. And yeah, that's really what's happening over there. I'm going to find myself shifting over to an additional asset pair, forex pair mainly. I mean, we are scalping forex at the moment, so let's stick on topic. And yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Right over there, the lows over there, for looking around this level over here, but not the cleanest. Around that level there, not the cleanest, unfortunately. I'm not happy with this particular price action. I think it's very much range bound. Our previous resistance now turned as support, very much range bound. I would not be looking for an opportunity on USD/JPY at the moment. Perhaps GBP/JPY, this might be a little better, but let's see what we have on offer. Right over there, we have one over here. Honestly, I don't necessarily think that we are finding ourselves having the best price action being within the first week of the month. And with that being the case, I don't necessarily believe that that would work or that would actually happen. But yes, aside from that, let's continue analyzing. I don't see the best particular price action at the moment, but we'll react, and we will not predict exactly what's going to be occurring. Let's have a look at a more local pair, USD ZAR. And only price action that actually occurred over here would have been this low, somewhat being respected, but not entirely. Let's run towards the upside. Let's look at something a bit more different, perhaps. How about the Eurozar? Perhaps we've seen a little bit more improved price action in this regard, and we definitely are. So what I see on my side is a break above the box, a liquidation of the low, and a lovely run towards the upside, with your entry sitting in and around this particular fair value gap right over here. That would be your entry. Stop loss below that low. And take profit, a lovely 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I think that's where I will leave it for this stream. Quick, short, to the point, and we'll be back tomorrow with a additional stream. And I think this will be a much better way to continue to find yourself trading and just being able to live stream more often and to trade live and analyze live. And I think that perhaps is definitely the most beneficial video you can find yourself having and watching with regard to trading. Going ahead and being able to view a seasoned trader, a more experienced trader, trade live on his charts. And yeah, I don't mind popping in every now and again. It makes my life a lot easier as well in terms of my trading, and the content and the value that I provide to my community. Being able to live stream and live trade, that is ultimately what makes the big difference between a trader and, you know what, there's a word for it, but I can't seem to find it at the moment. But yeah, a trader and a influencer. So yeah, aside from that, it's been a day, it's been a long day. I'm knackered, you can hear from my voice, but we do what we can do and we push on from here. Traders, have a wonderful day further. Keep well, keep safe, and I'll catch you all tomorrow in a wonderful live stream. I'm going to try and do these smaller live streams throughout my day. So of course there are opportunities that I see and I find myself trading, but I'm unable to actually showcase that to you because I'm not live streaming it. So you see the after effect of it, but you don't actually, you know, get the value from being able to see the trade play out in real time. And that ultimately is arguably far more important than being able to backtest or even forward test a method by yourself alone. It's far easier if you're able to join me on my trading journey and whilst I'm trading, so you can see what my mindset is like and how we trade. I think by now you can already tell, it doesn't matter whether you're full of energy in the morning, knackered in the afternoon, knackered in the evening, whatever it may be, your method of trading remains the same. It does not change. The only thing that perhaps would change is you, your emotions, your reaction, whatever it may be, but ultimately your method of trading does not depend on your emotion. You have your rules, you stick to those rules, and as long as you do that, I can assure you, you will end up being successful. But apart from that, traders, have a wonderful day further. I'll catch you all again tomorrow afternoon. Have a good one. Cheers.